Children, in this video we are going to learn how to derive the formula for compound interest. First, we need to understand the basic difference between simple interest and compound interest. In simple interest, the principal remains the same throughout the time period, whatever it may be, 3 years, 4 years, like that. Whereas in compound interest, principal is not the same. It changes. And how it changes? If it is compounded annually, then the principal changes for 1 year. That means after 1 year, the principal changes. How it will be changed? Actually, compound interest means the interest on interest. So, after 1 year, whatever the amount will be there, amount means what? Principal plus interest. That amount will become the principal for the next year. Okay, that is the main concept of the compound interest. Next, if it is compounded, if the money is compounded half yearly, then the principal changes for every half year, means for every 6 months once the principal will be changed. Now then the rate of interest also to be half of the annual rate we have to take. That means the rate of interest also should be done half. By the rate of interest is always given per annum. Per annum means per year. Whereas if it is compounded half yearly, then rate of interest also should be done half. And here we need to know about conversion period also. Conversion period is nothing but the time period after which the interest is added each time to form a new principal. So if it is compounded annually, then for every 1 year, one conversion period. Whereas if it is compounded half yearly, then 2 conversion periods we get for a year, 2 conversion periods. And if the same money, if it is compounded quarterly, quarterly means what? 1/4 of the year. Then the conversion periods, the number of conversion periods per year will be 4. So for every 3 months once the principal will be changed. Okay. And then if it is compounded quarterly, then the rate also should be done 1/4 of the annual rate. And now we will see in detail how to calculate the compound interest. Before learning about compound interest, once we revise the simple interest how to calculate. Suppose here the principal is 10,000 rupees and the rate of interest is 10% per annum and time period is 1 year. Okay, for example. Now how to calculate simple interest? Formula is P into T into R by 100. So what is the principal? 10,000 rupees into T is 1 year. Always time period should be given in years only. If it is given in months, you need to convert into years, into R, 10 by 100. So now if you cancel 2 zeros here, then 100 into 10 is 1000 rupees. What is it? It is the interest after 1 year. Okay. Now if it is for 2 years, that means for the second year, how to calculate? Even then the principal will be 10,000 rupees only. Even if it is 1 year or for 2 years or for 3 years, the principal will be same. Okay. If T equal to 2, if T equal to 2 years, then just in place of T we write 2. Okay. I equal to PTR by 100. If it is the same principal and the rate of interest, then 10,000 into 2 into R is 10 by 100, that is 20 into 100, that is 2000. Okay. So if it is for 1 year, 1000 rupees is the interest. If it is for 2 years, that is 2000. If it is for 3 years, 3000, like that the interest goes on. Okay. Now what will be the amount to be paid after 1 year? Here after 1 year, 10,000 plus 1000, that is 11,000 rupees is the amount to be paid after 1 year. If it is for 2 years, then A equal to P plus I, principal plus interest, that is 10,000 plus 2,000, that is equal to 12,000 rupees. Okay. this is the amount to be paid after 2 years. From these two, just easily you can say that amount to be paid after 3 years will be 13,000. How it is? The interest for 3 years will be 3,000. Since we have taken the simple example of 10,000 rupees and the rate of interest as 10% per annum, so it will be very simple. So amount to be paid after 3 years will be 13,000. So here if you observe, the principal will be same. 10,000 rupees only we are taking if it is for 1 year or for 2 years or for 3 years, like that. Okay, hope you understood this. Coming to compound interest, the same amount I have taken as a principal, that means 10,000 rupees, and the rate of interest is 10% per annum and time period is 2 years. Now how to calculate that we will see. And here it is given that it is compounded annually. Annually means what? After every year the principal will be changed. How it will be changed and how to calculate we will see now. So here interest equal to, for first year, PTR by 100, that is 10,000 rupees into 1 year. First for 1 year only we are calculating now. Okay, this is for 1 year. First year we are calculating now. So into 1 into 10 by 100, that is 1,000 rupees. Okay, now this is the interest after 1 year. Now what is the concept of compound interest? After 1 year the principal will be changed. How it will be changed? Whatever amount we get after 1 year, that will become the principal. So for that we need to calculate first A. Okay, amount equal to P plus I, principal plus interest, that is 10,000 plus 1,000, that is 11,000 rupees. Okay, that is 11,000 rupees we get the amount after 1 year. Now this amount will become the principal. Okay, so for the second year, now the principal will become the amount of the previous year. So that is 11,000, and the rate of interest it is same, 10% per annum only, and the time period again for the second year means again for 1 year only we are calculating. Okay, so now the T will be 1 only. So now I, here actually we can take this as a first year interest and this as a second year interest if you want. Then I2 equal to PTR by 100, again 11,000 into 10 into 1, otherwise 1 into 10 by 100. So 2 zeros if you cancel, 110 into 10, that is 1100. Okay, so the second year the interest is 1100 rupees or 1100 rupees. Now what is the amount to be paid after 2 years? That is A2 we can take. Okay, this if you take as A1, A1 means what? The amount after 1 year. A2 means the amount after 2 years. So that is principal plus interest. So what is the principal now you have to take? This is 11,000 plus 1100. Okay, so what you will get here? 12,100 rupees. If you add, you will get 12,100 rupees. Actually, if you remember, the same concept we have taken for simple interest, also the same values we have taken for simple interest. Then the amount we got for 2 years is 12,000 rupees only. But here 12,100 we got. The amount to be paid after 2 years in the case of compound interest for the same principal, same rate and the same time period, it is 12,100. But in the simple interest sum, we got it as only 12,000 rupees. Since there the principal will not be changed, it is same. Whereas here for the second year the principal changed. The principal is the amount for the previous year. Okay, that's why here on this we calculated the interest. So compound interest means interest on interest. On the principal anyway we will calculate the interest. On interest also we are again charging the interest. That's why here 12,100. So in case of compound interest, the amount to be paid will be more. So we need to see carefully whether the bank is charging compound interest or simple interest, and then we have to go for the loan. Now we derive the formula to calculate compound interest. Here if you take the initial principal as P1, initial principal, if it is P1 and initial, that means for the first year, if it is the interest is simple interest 1, okay, I1 we are taking like that, then it will be P1 T R by 100. Actually T is for 1 year only, no, so just we can write it as, since T is 1 for 1 year only we are calculating now, so just we can write P1 R by 100 since T is 1, okay. So P1 R by 100. Then what will be the amount? A1 means what? The amount after 1 year. Amount after 1 year, A1 equal to P1, the initial principal, plus SI1, simple interest, that means the interest for 1 year, okay, interest after 1 year. So it will be P1 plus what is the SI1, that is P1 R by 100. So what is common in both? P1 is common. So if you take common P1, 1 plus R by 100. This is the amount after 1 year, okay. And now in the compound interest concept, what will become here? This amount 1 will become the principal for the second year, okay. So now P2 equal to A1. Hope you understood this point. For the compound interest concept, actually, so for the second year, the principal, second year principal means P2, here I have written. The second year principal is the amount for the first year, okay, that's why A1. Now what is the interest? Interest for the second year, I am writing it as I2, SI2, then it is P2 R by 100. Again for 1 year only we are calculating, that's why T will be 1 only, that's why I am not writing P2 R by 100, okay. So now here what we can write, SI2 equal to P2 R by 100. Now amount 2 means what? A2 means what? The amount after the second year. Amount after the second year. A2 equal to what we can write? P2 plus SI2, okay. The second principal, that means actually A1 also we can write. P2 is nothing but A1. So in place of P2, can we write this? P2 is nothing but A1 and A1 is P1 into 1 plus R by 100. So definitely we can write that, isn't it? Otherwise, we can write it as P2 plus SI2. What is SI2? P2 R by 100. Okay. So let us write first like this, and then here P2 plus P2 R by 100. What is common? A2 equal to P2 is common. So 1 plus R by 100. But actually what is P2? P2 is nothing but A1. Now in place of P2 we can write this one. Okay. So A2 equal to P1 into 1 plus R by 100. In place of P2 we have written this one. Into 1 plus R by 100, again it is there. So here 1 plus R by 100 into 1 plus R by 100. So how can we write that? 1 plus R by 100 whole square. What is this? Amount after 2 years. Amount after 2 years. Just like that, A3 what we will get? Can you guess? That is P1 into 1 plus R by 100 whole cube. Again one more time 1 plus R by 100 need to be multiplied. So A3 means what? The amount after third year equal to P1 into 1 plus R by 100 whole power 3. That means whole cube. Just like that AN. AN means what? The amount after n years. Whatever they give in the question. Okay. It may be 4 years, 5 years, like that. So AN means amount after n years is equal to P1 into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Okay. That whatever time period they gave. Okay. And 5 years, 6 years, whatever it may be. So that's what you have to write as the exponent. So or in short, just we can write A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Here what is n? That is the time period, and R is rate of interest, P is the principal. P1 actually we have written here. P1 means what? The initial principal, whatever they give in the question. So A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N. That is a formula to find out the amount. So if you want the interest, then what you have to do? You have to subtract. Okay. Compound interest equal to amount minus principal. That's it. Interest equal to amount minus principal. If you want amount, in simple interest what we have done, we added principal and interest. Okay, so in case of compound interest, first we are calculating the amount equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N. You need to remember the formula. Even if you don't remember the process of deriving the formula and all, it's okay, but definitely you need to remember the formula. This is the formula we are going to apply in all the sums. And if it is given in the question to calculate compound interest, then A minus P. First A you have to calculate, and then from A you have to subtract the principal. Understood? So these two formulas are very important. You have to learn. Hope all of you understood this. Now in the next video we are going to do the sums based on these two formulas. Thank you.